Welcome. I'm so glad you are here. I'm Susan Hyde, and I am the author and creator of The Confident Mom, where I love encouraging other moms in their walk of motherhood because it is tough. I'll tell you right now, it's tough. And now I've been a mom for 23 years, and I think I have a few things that I've learned along the way, thank goodness, that maybe I can help other moms with because I wish I would have known a lot of the things that I know now that I wish I would have known like 20, 25 years ago. So that's what this series is going to be all about, is kind of giving you a little refresher, maybe some encouragement. Maybe there's an area that you're struggling with, and this is just going to be the perfect thing for you. So I'm excited to put out this series in a refreshed version over the next 5 weeks on the blog. So feel free to share it with your friends. Maybe chat about some of the things that are brought up here, and you can work together in coming up with some ideas. So I'm encouraged. So before I jump in and talk about shifting our focus, I do want to give a shout out to a book, Scream Free Parenting. This was pivotal in my journey of my motherhood and parenting journey, and honestly, even in my marriage. So I was in a season before I read this of being a single mom, and it was horrible. I didn't know how to parent with any other means than raising my voice and screaming. That's how I was raised. My mom, that was probably how she was raised. She didn't know any different. And so I didn't understand that there were other ways that I could parent. And so it provided a lot of really horrible situations with my kids, a lot of guilt. I'm sure that you can relate to that as well. I mean, when I go and I speak to moms, it is amazing. I'll ask, how many of us have, yelled at our kids in the last week? And, I have to raise my hand too. But 98% of people raise their hand. And then I have to say, how's it working for you? Because we know it doesn't work. It doesn't bring the outcome that we want. However, we're unsure of what we really can do. And so today I want to share with you that shifting your focus and being all about you is really where you need to be at. So our biggest enemy in parenting is our emotional reactivity. So we react rather than respond. And so this is one of the things that we're going to be working on this week as you go through the week and have the action guide that's attached here for you as well, is just to be thinking about some of those situations that cause conflict in your home, and then what's your part in it? Because with any kind of disagreement or conflict, there are always two parts to that puzzle. And oftentimes we always want to look at the other person. So we want to look at our kids and just think, oh my gosh, they should behave. They should do this. They should do that. We think we can control them, which is absolutely false. I mean, that's a wrong way of thinking that I think has been pushed into us, but we can't. You can't control another person's actions. However, you can help in the way that somebody is going to respond when you respond instead of, go all haywire crazy on them. And that's what I did for many of the years that I was a single mom. I have embarrassing stories that, my kids now that are 23 and 19, we can laugh about, but it's embarrassing. And I wish I would have known then what I know now, that I'm parenting now a 6-year-old again, and just more ability on my side to take control of me and slow down the train. And I think that's one piece to the puzzle. So another thing that we're going to focus on, you'll see in the action guide, is not worrying so much about your children's behavior, but how your behavior is. That's what we need to really focus on. You might have a situation that continually develops every single day. Maybe it's your child is late, getting ready in the morning, and you get frustrated every single morning. But you're playing a part in that puzzle if nothing's changing, because you have to help in that situation to get a different outcome. But we always want to just point the finger at our kids. And so you have to be really careful. We want to go back and take responsibility. So we do know our kids will always misbehave. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So this week you're going to see where you're going to give some opportunity to think about some of those common areas and really kind of role play in your mind. How would you respond differently to maybe perhaps bring along a different outcome to a situation? This is something that you can do in advance and really help kind of shift patterns. I mean, these are bad pattern habits that have happened. And I know for me, it didn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work. However, I can say now when I can sense escalation happening in like my 6-year-old, I know that there are some steps that I need to do. If I'm trying to multitask, I have to stop whatever else I'm doing and give my attention, if at all possible, to my child. So maybe that means stepping down to where they are, looking them eye to eye, talking really softly. It is amazing how just that simple shift can change and de-escalate situations that would otherwise go, up out of control. So that's just one example. So really think about that during the week and go through the action guide and see what you come up with. So this is all about shifting our focus. It is about you, your part, your piece to the puzzle. So one thing to leave here is that, we have been under this misnomer that we can control other people, and we just can't. So when we give up that thinking, it really is empowering that we are only in charge of our responses. And it is empowering, and I think it will build a lot of confidence in you as a mom. So take some time, go through the action guide, and I will meet you here next week as we cover the next step in this series. Take care.